Welcome. In front of me is a TECNO Spark GO, and today I will show you how we can enable and also set up your Do Not Disturb mode. To get started, you want to pull down your notifications, extend the list, and somewhere between those toggles you should see a Do Not Disturb toggle. Now for me, there we go, it's on the first page, right at the bottom right here. So I believe this is the default location of the toggles, so yours should be in about the same place. Once you see this toggle, you can either tap on it to immediately turn it on, but what I actually recommend doing is holding it. When you do so, it will take you to the settings where you can number one, check out how it's set by default, and number two, if something doesn't fit your needs, you can change it. Now I'll touch upon just a couple important settings in here, or at least ones that I find important. So number one, that would be people. In here you can select who can call you and message you. Going back, we have a quick duration for quick settings. This will define what happens when you press on the toggle. By default it is until you turn off, but you can change it to some other option. I recommend changing it to for 1 hour and probably increasing it to like 3 or 4 hours, depending what you think you might need for most of the time. Now let me explain why I recommend setting this up. So if you enable this just at random times, it's not going to be something that enable frequently, and not something that you will most likely think about later on. So once you enable it, you'll probably forget about it. At least that would be what I would do. And once you obviously enable it, it will be constantly running in the background and changing whatever you have set it to change. So for instance, in calls, you can set it so no one can call you during this mode. And this would basically make it so you enable this, you won't be receiving any calls even after you're done with it, just because you forgot about it. But with this setting being enabled for a specific timer, I would recommend setting this up to be a little bit longer than you actually will need it. So I think 4 hours usually is good enough for whatever I would need it. So you, for instance, go to a business meeting, enable this, business meeting ends, you forget about it, but the phone will automatically turn it off after 4 hours. So after that time, everything should go back to, well, functioning as it did before. And last thing that I find important in here would be the schedule. This will be for people that want to select it or set it up so it automatically turns on and off every day of the week that they have chosen. So if I go to customize this, you can see that the two that are pre-made basically run all week long. So we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday, starting at 10 p.m. and ending at 7 a.m. Now they are turned off by default, but you can obviously enable them right over here. And you can also change the days of the week, so you can pick just specific days of the week that you want it to run during. And this will just automate the entire process, assuming you need the Do Not Disturb mode to turn on at every single specific day of the week at specific time every day of the week. So there we go. So you can set it up in here. And with that being said, those are primarily all the important settings that at least I consider important. Rest of them are just preferential. So if you want to customize it a little bit further to fit your exact needs, go right ahead and do so. Now that this is set up for me, all I need to do is just find the toggle, tap on it, and I do have it set on a timer, so it automatically also tells me once I enable it that it will be running till 6:10 p.m. 4 hours from now. It's going to turn off automatically, which is what I set it up to. Now, if you remember to turn it off, you can obviously do so without any kind of additional hassle steps needed. So just tap on a toggle, it will turn off, and you're good to go. So, with this being said, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.